is one of the key concept, actually key gift, which is India or India has been given to the world. So it is one of the key concept or key gift we have given to the world, and it is one of the most important subject in the history as well as in the art and culture for the UPSC as well as the MPSC in the prelims and mains as well. So it is overall it is very vital subject to understand. Means so many people around the world are very much having the curiosity to understand the knowing about the yoga, as well as the people or students who learns about the Indian art and culture also very much curiosity about the uh, yoga and yogic things. So let's see what is mean by yoga. First of all, yoga means to join. So it is has the mention. Yoga means huge or the connect or to join, means joining of the two things are called the yoga. So what is actually meaning or exact meaning of this word here? So rooted in the Sankhya, Vedanta and Buddhism and Jainism. So this word or this philosophy it is rooted into the Vedic philosophy, as well as here you can see the Sankhya philosophy, Buddhism and Jainism. So from the 6,000 years, it is 6,000 years old. It is not a new things to understand or new things to learn. So we have had the mentions from the our ancient times, just like the Indus Valley civilization. We have first mentioned the Veda, where the seals of the Pashupatinath we got, and the Pashupatinath, where you can see and we can see on Pashupatinath the god which was worshipped by the Indus Valley civilization people. So seated in the yogic posture, seated in the yogic posture. So it is one of the first mention. Afterwards, we have so many mentions, and so many times so many people come forward, or so many books of ancient Indian literature has the mention of the yoga. So again, what is meant by yoga? Yoga is a literary meaning of the yoga is the joined, yug or huge. So from the 6,000 years we have mentioned in the Sankhya philosophy, Vedanta philosophy, Buddhism and Jainism. So next one is the so when we go to the historicity of this word or this philosophy, so what is the historical evolution? So historically, we have just mentioned that the Pashupatinath, seals of the Pashupatinath, though majorly it was found in the Mohenjo-daro. So the seals of Pashupatinath, so Pashupatinath, the god which was seated or which is seated on the yogic posture. So it is one of the earliest mention of the yoga. We have had the in ancient Indian culture and art. So then in the Vedic period, we have another mention. In the Vedic period, tapa, dhyana, pranayam mentioned in the Rig Veda. Means this kind of the tap, dhyan, pranayam. So these kind of the words mentions are found in the Vedic Rig Veda, especially one of the most holiest book for the Hinduism, Rig Veda. So Rig Veda has the mention of these such words, means pranayam, then tapa. Such words can be found into the Rig Veda. So next kind of the mentions we have had the or into the Upanishad. Upanishad, again one of the greatest philosophical book we have produced, or Indians especially has produced ever. So Upanishad. So it has also mentions the words like breath, mind control, breath control, nadi control. So these means controlling our breath, controlling our uh, controlling our nadi and mind. So these kind of the techniques, and how the control the breath, how they control the nadi, and overall control of our anger and mind. So such a things are given, or tactics of controlling these three things are given into our Upanishad. So then Upanishad like Maitri Upanishad has the mention Katha and Shwetambar. Also these also books are also having the mention of these words. So next in the list is so classical period. Again in the classical period, especially it starts from the 2nd century BC. 2nd century BC, in the Patanjali is one of the most important proponent of the yoga, most important proponent of the yoga. So he has given Ashtanga Yoga like Yama, Niyama, Pranayama. So these kind of the Ashtanga Yoga have been given or mentioned by the Patanjali, and he is one of the most important proponent or most important supporter of the yogic philosophy in India, our country. So this is why now Patanjali is always connected with the yoga. So the Ashtanga Yoga has the mention, then Yama, Niyama, Pranayama, Hatha Yoga. So in the 9th to 11th century, in the medieval period, especially in the medieval period, we have had the mentions of the Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga is one of the new yoga kind of yoga, has the mention. Then in the modern, especially as far as revival of this culture is concerned, in the modern times, Swami Vivekananda, Vivekananda and Arvind Ghosh was or were one of the earliest or one of the modern philosophers or modern scholar who work to revive the yoga philosophy our country, and especially they popularize all around the world. So now it is we are aware the world yoga day was or is being celebrated all over the world because of these philosophers or these scholars have done great job all around the world. So modern philosopher like Swami Vivekananda and Arvind Ghosh are the very important personalities to popularize yoga around the world. So these are the historicity of our means, which starts from the Pashupatinath and ends at the Swami Vivekananda. From means these are the two dimension or end of the yogic philosophy, which is popularized and which is nowadays everyone's talk. So next what are the philosophical schools which are related to the philosophical school related to the yoga here? Astic yoga and Nastic yoga. Astic, which has yoga, Astic yoga, then yoga, Vedanta yoga, and Nastic yoga, Buddhism and Jainism. So Astic yoga, when we say here the two, Astic yoga and Vedanta, these are the Astic yoga, and Nastic yoga, Buddhism and Jainism, these are the Nastic yoga. So these are the philosophical schools of the yoga here. Then the types of the yoga again, the Karma yoga, Bhakti yoga, Jnana yoga and Dhyana yoga. So these are the types of the yoga. So when we go into details of these each yoga, so we can have the Karma yoga is about the doing the right things at the right time. It is about the Karma yoga. The Bhakti yoga means worshipping or believing or having the faith in the someone is called the faith or the Bhakti yoga. Jnana yoga, to nurture, to aspire to have gain or to gain the knowledge is called it is about the Jnana yoga, and Dhyana yoga it is about the meditation, and the tapa is called the Dhyana yoga. So these are the types of the yoga. So as we have started from the word about the knowing the word huge, then here you can see yug or huge, it is has mentioned Sankhya philosophy, Vedanta, Buddhism, Jainism, these, and historically we have had the mentions Pashupatinath, the seal of the Pashupatinath, Indus Valley civilization, especially Pashupatinath is seated in the yogic posture. Then Vedic period, Tapa, Dhyana, Pranayama mentioned in the Rig Veda. These words are mentioned in the Upanishad period. The breath control, mind control, and Nadi seeing or Nadi watching is also one of the mention. Katha, Shwetambar, and Maitri. Maitri is a name of the Upanishad, also has the mention. So overall, in the classical period, Patanjali is one of the greatest proponent and one of the key person behind the popularization yoga into the ancient period. Actually, technical things have been written by the have been written by Patanjali here. So Patanjali had given Ashtanga Yoga mark, Yama, Niyama, Pranayama, these like the yoga type or Ashtanga mark. Then Hatha Yoga in the medieval period. In the modern times, modern period, especially Swami Vivekananda and Arvind Ghosh have revived our yogic culture or philosophy, and now it is one of the most famous most famous gift of the world which is India given to the world. Thank you.